today's video, I'm finally sharing with you our full kitchen tour. It's all done now, so I'm going to walk you through like around my house. And if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around. I post 3 videos a week and I would love to have you as a viewer. So let's go! The reason we decided to get a new kitchen was because our old one was 8 years old and starting to get a little bit tired, but more than that, we really needed more storage. We started out with our old kitchen as a couple, and now we're a family of 5, and all 5 of us have 3 meals a day, so we needed things like a bigger fridge, we needed a freezer in here, we just needed a bit more space. So I think we have definitely achieved that. I should also mention that we decided to go for a mirror splashback, which being a vlogger was probably not the best idea, but we really love it. You probably will see my cameraman filming this, who is Matt. But yeah, if I take you over here first, this area was just a blank wall and it also had a sideboard on it. And although we had a little bit of storage within the sideboard, we just looked at the space above it and thought that we could put units all the way across this wall. And we've done that and it's worked really well. So we have so much more storage now. We have like a little bit of a pantry here with this pull-out cupboard. So we decided to fill up this cupboard with things like pasta, rice, cereal, cans, and I've decanted a lot of the products into these containers, which are from Amazon and IKEA as well. I will link them down below. But yeah, it's honestly, we've got so much of our stuff in this little pantry. It's been brilliant, and I love that you can just pull it out and then push it back in again.
Hello.
Yo, Papa. I'm going to show them. In terms of the colour, we decided to go very bright in this room. I thought it would be a nice backdrop for my videos and Instagram photos as well, and just really brighten up the space. So the colour of the units is called cashmere, but it's really like a grey-y beige. It's like a greyish. Yeah. For our countertops, we decided to go with quartz countertops. We've never had that before and it was a bit of an expense, but we went with low-cost kitchen units and we feel like the countertop really makes it look a bit more luxury and kind of gives it that finishing touch. We now also have a full-size fridge, which we never had before. We used to have just half a fridge and then half a freezer, but this is brilliant because I've got 3 boys and they eat so much food. We just found that we were needing to go to the shops every day, whereas now I can do a big weekly shop. So it's been amazing and we've got so much storage in there, it's not even all full. I think this down here is for wine and it's literally empty because we don't really drink or anything. So yeah, so that's been brilliant. And then next to the fridge, we had a bit of counter puts. Like we could have had units right at the end, but we thought it'd be really practical to have a bit of counter here. So when you get things out of the fridge, you have a place to put them. So that's been brilliant. And in this cupboard, this was Matt's idea. This is a breakfast larder. So the doors kind of come back like this. And then we have hidden the microwave, the toaster, the Nutri-Ninja, and the bread as well, kids' vitamins and stuff. So in the morning at breakfast, we can just have this unit completely open and be using it. And then when I want to clean up really quickly, I can just close the door again and it's all hidden. And we actually saw this idea, it was from a Tom Howley kitchen, wasn't it? But we couldn't afford Tom Howley, so our carpenter worked with us to build this with the kitchen units. Here we've got a little set of pull-out drawers, which is great. This is our snack drawer in here. And then we also have a little drawer for bowls and cooking appliances, things like that. And then there's a really tiny one up here, which is our spice rack, etc. The next thing I am so excited about, we got integrated bins, which is just amazing because I used to hate the way the bins looked in the background of all my videos. They just didn't look nice. So now we have recycling, we have rubbish, and we've even got like a place for the bags to sit under there. And it's great because when you make breakfast in the morning on the counter here, you can just go shoosh with all the crumbs and like fruit and stuff. You can just chuck it all in there and it is gone and we love it. There's lots more counter space over here, and this is where we decided to put our kettle, and it's kind of hidden a little bit as well when you walk into the kitchen. And Matt designed the kitchen, and he decided to put the power over here as well, again quite hidden. And then above the kettle we have a space for all of our coffee and tea, and I love this so much because you used to be able to see the stairs in our kitchen, but the people that made the kitchen have now hidden the stairs within all of the cupboards, so that's really, really nice. And then next to all the coffee and tea, we have all of our mugs and cups and all of that kind of stuff here. We also made maximum space of the corner, so we have a corner unit here, which is where I'm keeping all of my baking stuff at the moment. We've got these amazing baskets from IKEA, which are like metal baskets, and I just have all my baking stuff in there, so if I ever want to bake with the boys I can just pull it all out. But as you can see, we haven't even filled it up, like there's still so much more space that we could use in that unit. There's another cupboard over here with storage. I've kept a lot of the cooking things over here, and I found this clear perspex like spinny thing. What's the spinny thing called? Lazy Susan? Yeah. I found this on Amazon, so I will link it. Loads of you loved it on Instagram. So yeah, all the cooking stuff is here, which is great, so then I can just cook on the hob with it all just next to it. And as you can see, we still have some storage that we haven't even used. In each under the counter corner, we decided to get these kind of units, which are just great. We have so much storage. This one's full of like random cooking stuff, but you get all that storage in there, and then also here as well. We are totally in love with our cutlery drawer. It is huge, and we found this amazing cutlery tray on Amazon, which is the perfect fit. You can get it like made to measure. They do all different sizes, and it's wooden, and it just feels really, really nice. And we've even got like some copper cutlery now from Next as well, and yeah, we just really, really love having it. I know it's something so simple, but we used to have a really rubbish like plastic tray, and it wasn't very nice. Down here we have a drawer that pulls out for all of our plates and bowls and cutting boards as well. We tried to keep as much as we could off of the counters, but this has made such a difference. We used to have to put our plates into like a cupboard and stack them up, and I don't know what it is, but it feels a lot easier to just put them into the drawer. So yes, we love that. And then down at the bottom we have all of our pots and pans. Our extractor fan is up here, and it's integrated as well. And then, as I said, we went for the mirror splashback, and we decided to go for one big piece of mirror. They could have broken it up into 3, but we wanted just the one, so there are no like lines or anything like that on it. And then coming down to the hob, we decided to go for a silver hob. It was really difficult to choose actually, because we initially wanted white, but then we were worried that the hob, if it was white, if it would match up with the counter, and then we thought if it was black, it would be too dark. So we found silver, and we think it's really, really beautiful with all of the chrome like extras in this kitchen. And then we actually kept the same oven that we've always had. We had this in our other kitchen, and it was perfectly good, so we've decided to just keep it. In this corner, we have another one of those units which pulls out and kind of like swings around. And in this one, I keep all of the kids' plastic stuff, so all of their cups, Tupperware for school, plates, all that kind of stuff is in this cupboard. And I bought these from Poundland just to kind of give it a little bit of organizational like storage. So yeah, I think it works really, really well, and it's great to hide it all away. There's even more cupboards over here. This one is pretty random. It is like coffee, tea, salt and pepper, vitamins and stuff like that. So we've got all that here, champagne flutes randomly. And then over here, this was really clever because again, we have this odd pipe in the corner, but they've built the units around that pipe, so it went straight to the wall, which we really, really love. So in here, I have the kids' snack bags, and the sweets for the kids are way up high. So
you heard the word.
So they can't reach them. We decided to invest in some artificial flowers for the kitchen as well. There's actually a florist near us that does artificial flowers. So we got this one, and we decided to go for like a mirror vase to match all the chrome and mirror. And then we got these like artificial roses. So I think it was a little bit more expensive than obviously a normal bunch of flowers, but it will last forever. We also got this tall flower arrangement here. Again, it's artificial, and what I love about this one is she said that every season we can change these flowers around the sides. Is this hydrangeas? So this was like the autumn look, but we're gonna get like a Christmas look, and then you can get like pink for spring and something else for summer. So we can change up this arrangement throughout the year. Over here on the countertop, we have our Google Home Hub, and I cannot believe how much we actually use it. While I'm cooking, I watch it all the time. And we had power put here for things like this and chargers. And we decided to get a socket that also had USB points in it, so it's really easy to charge lots of things. Over here under the counter, we have a freezer. It's just a half freezer, and we also have another small freezer in our utility room. But this is great for frozen vegetables and things that we use all the time. And then under the sink over here, I have my Narnia, like Mrs. Hinch would say. So yeah, all my cleaning products. The kids never show an interest in this cupboard, so I'm not worried in the slightest that I have it all there. But I have a little place for rags, place for tea towels, my cleaning products, dishwasher tablets, surface sprays hang there. Got it all there, and I've talked about these shelves before so many times on my channel, but I love them. I found them on Amazon, and they fit to any under the sink storage. I also hang my tea towel there, sorry, because I don't really want it in sight, so I put it in that unit there. And then over here under the counter, we have our dishwasher. It's the same dishwasher that we've always had because it was still working. We just decided to keep it, so that is there. And then we have 4 more drawers, which are brilliant because we've never had this kind of storage before. We brought the breakfast bar out that bit further. So we have a little junk drawer here of random stuff. Then in this drawer, we have all of our sachets. We love to cook with these like sachets, so I buy them when they're on special, put them in there. And then we have a drawer for birthday cards and ribbons and tape. Like this is like the birthday gift sort of drawer. And then I also have one for plastic bags. Don't look, I'm supposed to fold them all up. I haven't had a chance. This is our sink. We decided to go for one big sink that is under the counter, and it works really well. We decided to go for a composite white sink because we thought it would look good with the worktop. And they cut a bit of a draining board over here on this side. Taps that we went for are polished chrome, and we thought that this one looked quite like a country kitchen. And then I've got my hand soap. And then over here, this was a hand soap dispenser, but I filled it up with like liquid to do your dishes with because I find it so easy if I'm washing up pots and pans to just like pump it into that. But one of my favorite things about the new kitchen is the huge breakfast bar that we now have. It used to go up here, our breakfast bar, and it actually made the whole room feel a lot smaller, and now we have so much space for the boys to sit here and eat. That's the only place they really sit now. We don't even use the table. All the boys line up there on these stools. We found these stools on John Lewis in the end. We decided to go for like a fake leather because we thought it'd be great for kids to be able to wipe them down. And yeah, the boys just love eating there and having breakfast. And then on the end here, we have 2 little stools. These were the ones that we've always had. We got them from Dunelm's. And so me and Matt normally perch on these ones, and the 3 kids sit over there. It's funny how we made the breakfast bar so much bigger. We went out both ways, that way and that way, and we were worried about what that was going to do to the space, but it's actually made the whole room feel so much bigger and a much more usable space. So yes, that is pretty much it when it comes to our new kitchen. Ask me any other questions you have in the comments below. I hope you really like it. We love it, and it's definitely going to keep us here in this house for a few more years. So yes, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys. So introduce you to my very own planner, which is launching today. It's finally ready to show you guys and available for pre-order.